Hey tubers, Tim Hawkins here. Welcome to the Hawk interviews on GT-VTV. I'm very lucky tonight to have with us a band from Adelaide called Oath of Damnation. I've got here is Oz, Con, Matt and Paul. How you going, guys?
Good, man. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Thanks for letting us come and cramming into your rehearsal space here. It's awesome. Thanks heaps. Sorry for breaking up your rehearsal tonight.
For a good cause.
I'm kind of wondering what you're doing rehearsing on a Friday night anyway, man. You guys should be at the pub.
Oh, we're nerds.
Yeah. We're hermits.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
So how's it going? What's happening with the band?
Just rehearsing for a few shows we got coming up, and also for a recording we're planning on doing in the near future.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're working on a new album now, or
that's right,
writing?
Yeah, for an upcoming CD we're hoping to release by early next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about Oath of Damnation. How did it all start, and when did it start? And,
we first started back in 2010.
Right.
Yeah, a friend of mine was jamming with Con at the time.
G'day.
And
Let's go.
and Con was looking at doing something a bit more extreme,
Yeah,
like with blast beats and
yeah. I said to him that I want to do extreme metal drumming because I hadn't.
darker
that
and
time-
heavier and-
I wasn't doing anything like I was doing technical stuff, but not super extreme blasting.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go down that road a bit. And Ross said, "Yeah, I know Matt. He's from Dark Lord. We got band with Paul." And he said, "I don't think he's doing anything. I'll give him a call."
Cool.
Yeah, so I come down to the room and we started jamming, and it kind of flowed really well. And yeah, we kind of instantly started writing right off the bat and jamming regularly, and
That's good.
yeah, and
Yeah.
here we are today.
The worst day of his life, man. As well.
It was a nightmare.
Mine too, man. Don't worry. You're not on your own, mate. Okay.
No.
No, that's awesome. 8 years in a band.
8
I know
years
that's
later,
that's hard work, because like I said earlier, the hardest thing in any band is keeping it together. 4 guys all playing different instruments. Each instrument requires a different personality to make that instrument work properly. Unfortunately, most of the time these personalities clash.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
Yeah,
that's
compromising
what
all
I've
that.
always found, but it's amazing that you've managed to do that for 8 years. It's good.
It's the longest I've stayed in the band.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So this is actually Oath of Damnation's second album that you're recording
we're-
now. You've got this album here called The Descent. That's it there. You recorded this How long ago did you record this album?
2014.
14 was it?
2014,
years ago?
yeah.
I did the drums June 2013, released to April 2014.
Okay. Well, that's good. So you're definitely overdue for an album now. That's
Definitely,
cool. Yeah, great.
Long time coming for this one, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Yeah, good. So how do you describe this? Is it metal? Just metal? Is you guys call your band metal? Is it?
Well, it's extreme metal. It's pretty over the top musically, like with the ultra fast drumming, like all blast beats.
Yeah.
And,
Fast riffs, lots of solos, lots of odd times. I think
Odd
that's
timings? No, we're not playing 4/4 time here, are we? We're not very
No,
often.
not
not not really often, but I think the heaviness as well. Try to be.
we try to be techie but heavy as well. A lot of bands get techie when they lose the heaviness, but we try
Yeah.
to keep it heavy too.
Yeah, right. So it's almost kind of like a prog sort of rock
Extreme
thing,
prog.
Yeah. That's
It's like proggy death metal, if you can say that.
Well, I mean, it's got a very sort of heavy, sort of dark ambience about it, even though it's very sort of aggressive as well. I think overall it is sort of, that's the foundation of it, but it does have more symphonic and prog elements that sort of woven in there subtly.
yeah,
Yeah.
which hence makes it gives it that sort of proggy sort of sound, 'cause
Yeah, some of the old timings that come in sort of really sort of stand out when it's sort of surrounded by all the murkiness and the darkness. and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
heaviness
right.
that,
Yeah, and the symphonic thing is very evident as well, like with the keyboards and the choir and string sounds we have and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Adds the black metal.
Adds another dimension to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys have got some gigs coming up. You said you're getting ready for some gigs you've got coming up. So you guys are gigging, obviously,
Yeah.
doing that's like metal shows with they're putting on like 3 or 4 or 5 bands at a time. Seem to be the go these days, especially in Adelaide. I know Adelaide's got a good metal scene going, but I think it's always better if there's more than 3 bands playing in that night. You tend to get more people in the room, don't you reckon?
For sure.
Yeah.
A lot of gigs we play would be at least 5 bands or more.
Yeah.
Whether it be an all-day metal festival or like supporting an international band. Yeah, but
Yeah, we did
all
2
those
weeks ago.
gigs kind of get a really good turnout.
Yeah.
Adelaide's got a pretty healthy metal scene.
Yeah, it's
I would say.
surprising.
It
It's
has,
better than other states, I
It's
reckon.
had had it for quite a long time though. I mean, I don't know if we'll keep this, but I played in like more hard rock and metal bands back in the late '80s, early '90s, and it wasn't anything like what you guys are playing now. But there was always a lot of people coming to see that sort of stuff. I think Adelaide, like you say, it's better than a lot of other cities in Australia as far as metal goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's much more diverse as well.
That's right.
I would say, Adelaide, like
Yeah.
you could have a power metal or melodic metal band playing on the same night as an extreme metal band. Like in both gigs will get a really good turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a few years back when we played
When we played,
the SA Heavy Fest, had about 650 people there.
Yeah.
We played a show there with Shadow Realm, and then we had to go play another big show down to the producers, and I had about 300 people there.
Same night.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
night.
Same
yeah.
night.
So
So there
both
was
venues
like
were
1,000 metal people,
Yeah.
metalheads out that night in
Yeah.
Adelaide. That's
I think
pretty good.
another thing that just from my observations that makes Adelaide stand out as well is that there's a lot of diversity in the music with the metal scene here.
Yeah.
Just from travelling around a lot and playing in different states over the years, I've noticed that it does seem to be that a lot of the scenes sort of have a very similar kind of feel or
Yeah.
vibe or sort of style kind of thing. Whereas I've always found throughout the years that Adelaide has had some very, very extreme diversity in the musical styles of the
Yeah.
bands that come out that don't really all sort of necessarily sound the same.
And good musos as well.
So-
Yeah.
We've had some kick-ass musos come out.
Yeah.
I think it's the water in Adelaide, people say.
I
There's
think
something
it's
going
what
on.
it is I think that Adelaide, maybe it's by the time we're getting the music in Adelaide, it's slightly more refined, and they're refining it a bit, even that bit more here. Kind of because Adelaide is kind of, dare I say it, a bit behind what else is going on. But I don't know because I think that Adelaide's always been really good at just refining what everyone else is doing to a higher point. Always, in every form of rock since the 80s, I reckon. So yeah, it's an interesting thing that I do wonder what makes that happen.
I
But
think
anyway.
it's because we're so isolated, and when we look at acts from interstate or overseas, when you look at the best acts they have, so we try and achieve the same standard and quality of music as the best acts.
That's a good point.
Whereas when in the big city, there's lots of crappy acts too, I found,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Yeah.
it doesn't. You can sort of blend in and not have to try as hard. I think sometimes
Yeah.
there's more opportunities here. You have to really
Yeah.
Try your bust your balls and try
It's
your
like
hardest.
we're striving to be,
World standard.
top notch, like world class, or
Yeah.
a step above.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was surprised even when I went overseas last year in the States, 40 cities, and I saw there's good bands, but I saw lots of bands that go, Adelaide would rip into bits,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
no one
right.
knows about them,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
almost probably dying of obscurity here, but it's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So so where are these shows taking place that you're doing that you've got coming up?
So the very next one's 2 weeks away. That's actually in Port Pirie. That's part of an event called Metal United Down Under. It's an event that's actually staged all across the country on the same night.
Oh, okay.
There'll be metal gigs happening all over the place. So
Wow.
that's the whole point of it.
And
Yeah.
that's an all-day event from I think 12 o'clock midday through till midnight.
Port Pirie has a good metal scene too.
It,
Further
yeah,
down,
I've
I
actually
think
played
we
gigs
created a metal scene in Puri growing up there back
Well,
in the...
he and I, that's Fury's actually our old stomping grounds when we were
Right.
young. So
So the lead in the blood, mate.
yeah.
Extra heavy
Cool.
metal.
So yeah,
Yeah.
because I played gigs at the Jubilee Hotel up there years and years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a metal band that I was in years ago. Yeah, so
Right.
and it had a lot of metal and hard rock people, you know, in Puri.
Yeah.
So you know, yeah, that's good. So that's on. When's that on?
That is
22nd.
22nd.
Okay.
Yes. And then there's another one happening early October 6th, at Enigma Bar in the city. And that's with a Melbourne band called Belligerent Intent, plus a couple. Is Diabolic Rights a local band?
Yeah,
You know, yeah. And a Modern Death. And the last one that we'll do for this year is in December. That's also at Enigma Bar. That'll be with a bunch of local bands as well.
Yeah, right. Cool.
But in the meantime, we're concentrating on getting this CD out.
Yeah. So and you reckon early next year you'll have that ready to go?
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, cool.
Con
Yes,
goes into the
film
studio in late October to do his drums, and after that
Okay.
we'll do our own bit, and
And that's that. Now the lineup on this CD that you've already recorded is slightly different from
different
the
lineup to what we have now.
you have now, because I believe Oz, you.
No,
There's a
no,
new
that's
I'm
the
sorry,
issue
mate.
with
You,
me.
you didn't make it on this CD.
That
What
was
happened there? You
before
joined the
my
band
time.
after this. Yeah, right.
So what these guys have been going for 8 years, you said.
Yep.
So I've been doing it now with them for nearly 3 years.
Right.
So the previous vocalist / keyboardist Ross decided to leave for his own reasons,
Right.
and I stepped up to the plate.
Oh,
so,
good one. Yeah, it's good.
So I
So
can't wait to have some product out that represents the new lineup, and
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that people can hear what this sounds like now because we've got it playing in the background as we do this interview. So
Right,
and we will provide links and everything to this CD that's currently you can purchase this now. We'll provide links and everything on the YouTube page for that for you.
you can find us on Facebook as well.
We'll put all of those links, Facebook, any websites or any information like that. We'll put all of those links underneath on the page so you guys can find these guys really easily.
Yeah, donations are accepted as well.
Sorry?
Donations are accepted.
Donations are accepted. Well, I mean, you can purchase. You got iTunes or anything like that you can get this on, or is it? Or,
We do have a Bandcamp.
Yeah,
page.
Bandcamp, yeah.
okay, so make sure you give us all those links so I can put them on.
And new t-shirts, we've got a whole bunch of new t-shirts.
You got merch as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure we get all those
Yeah,
links.
t-shirts, patches.
Excellent. Okay, cool. All right. We'll probably leave it there.
We even have girly shirts as well.
You
by
do?
the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
ladies, get on that.
Shirts for the
Women that
girls.
want a Oath shirt, yep. Come on
Excellent.
down, and
Excellent.
yeah, all that's available at every gig we do.
That's good. That's good. Excellent. Well, thanks heaps for letting us come here and do this interview, fellas. We'll come back. We want to come back and do another one when you've finished your CD, and we can talk about that and give it a bit of a push and stuff as well. Hope that's okay with you guys. But,
Absolutely, yeah.
We need to do a film clip too for one of our songs.
we can
Yeah,
even-
that's something that'll probably be in the works. We'll
we
look
can
at
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
help you out with that as well. You know, so.
We need to do a pentagram that's at least a kilometre long and burn it.
Burning pentagram in the sky.
Oh my
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want to play drums in the middle of a massive burning pentagram.
con. It could be arranged.
If that can happen, yeah, we'll.
Yeah.
I was at
Strive for
hands,
that.
I can do it there, but yeah, it'll make it work.
All right, we'll leave it there anyway. Thanks heaps for letting us come in, guys.
Cheers.
Really appreciate it,
No
and we'll
problem.
see you.
Cheers.
We'll come down to one of
Nice to-
your gigs as well, and check out one of your gigs one night. Maybe film for a few seconds and stuff, so we can put a bit of footage up on the next interview of you guys playing as well.
Cool.
That'd
Sounds
be
great.
great.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks heaps, guys.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
No worries. That's here from us at GT-VTV. Thanks for joining us on the Hawk interviews again, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to leave any comments or you've got questions for the band, drop them in below and we'll get back to you. See you soon.
Stay metal.
Thanks,
Nice.
guys.
All right.